coming to the next one. So we have a data loader. We have two type of data loaders. Okay, one is HDL data loader, another one is HCM spreadsheet data loader. We have two kind of options, or we have two kind of method which will bring the data from third party to our Oracle application. These are the two things. Okay, so basically there is no difference. This is our file based loader. This is kind of, we have seen that one in the web ADI in the R12, right? This is a web ADI concept oriented thing. But after we load the data in the web ADI concept, obviously this is going to call the HDL loader only. So all the process depend on the HDL loader. So what is the difference? We can see I have listed down few things in here. Load complex hierarchical data. So this HDL data loader specifically we load the complex data, but HCM spreadsheet also support that one using the front end mode. Okay, flattened file, simplified format. Simplified format in the sense we have some key. We have normally if you are talking about, we have a primary key, foreign key, all this concept available in the table. Okay, suppose if you are going to update any of the existing data, in the sense we have to pass the required key to identify the unique record. Okay, so if you are using a HDL loader, we should aware of that one. Okay, without that information it is not possible to get the exact record and update it. Here if you are going to update the same record, in the sense we can build some LOVs kind of stuff to identify exactly which record we are going to upload it. That kind of facility we have it in the spreadsheet loader. Okay, so loads large data volume. We can load large number, but here small to medium as well as the large value. If you talk about spreadsheet loader in the sense spreadsheet loader is belongs of depends on the Excel. Okay, Excel having a limited that means there is some specific rows only we can able to load it at one time. That restriction we are having here. So key value must be known for all subject area. So key value in the sense, as I mentioned, if you are going to update any of the existing record, we should know the exact value where we are going to update it, to key information to identify and update it. So as I mentioned here, instead of key information, we can provide the LOVs to in the searchable format, and we can select the exact value, and we will provide the value to update it. File contain data for object which they are named. So it's nothing but each file is having the each dat file is having a specific name. Okay, so in a spreadsheet we will combine all the files and we create, for example, what I am trying to say. So you see, this is one of the file. Okay, that file we call it. This is how the file will be look like. These are the parent and child subchild related component. Okay, suppose if this is called as, we call it as a business object. Business object in the sense worker. Worker means it's related to the employee record. Okay, so suppose if you are going to create any worker record, brand new employee in the application, in the sense, this is how we have to identify what are the information we are going to pass it. Okay, so wherever you see the small blue line circle, these are all the mandatory metadata that we have to pass. After we fill the required information, this file should have a name as worker.dat. Okay, this is the required file format.
Professor, can you show me the navigation to this page where I can find?
Yeah, I will give you. Just I have given given here, came here to explain this particular.
Okay, screenshots. Okay.
File contain data for the object which they are named. Okay, so if I have named as a worker, in the sense it is related to worker record. Okay, if I have mentioned as the absence, in the sense, so it is related to the absence. Okay, absence the reason, absence entry, in the sense employee related absence, like that. So this is what they are talking about. Okay, this is the difference. Other than that, we have a few difference here. We can use the HCM data loader with HCM spreadsheet data loader to maintain the same object. As I mentioned, whatever it is, it's a HDL loader and spreadsheet loader. Spreadsheet loader and HDL loader both are having the same functionality from same kind of business validation. Okay, so HDL loader is a backend tool, spreadsheet loader is a front end tool. That's a simple difference. And in the spreadsheet loader, we can configure some kind of list of values which will be user friendly if you are not aware of the exact record to identify or update. Okay, this is the simple difference between these two components. So you see, HCM spreadsheet data loader is spreadsheet front end to HDL loader. So it's a, as I mentioned, HDL loader is a backend tool. On top of that one only, we are going to create the spreadsheet loader. It's a front end tool. The same validation is applied in both the methods, so we don't have any difference. How we are going to collect the data, that is the only thing. It's going to getting different from the spreadsheet loader and data loader. Other than that, all the business validation all are applied same in both the two. Okay. HCM data loader is commonly used by the integration specialist. So HCM loader, so a technical person is basically we will use it when we are doing the data migration, regular support. That time we will use it. But HCM spreadsheet loader used by the business user. So as I mentioned, if the HR person is going to do some global transfer, okay, monthly 4 or 5 times they will do the global transfer. If they are going to promote some employee, okay, so promotion and all, obviously it will have some reasonable count. Okay, they cannot go and do that one in the front end one by one. So for that one, we will create the spreadsheet loader and give it to them. They will load a required employee in the single set and process it. That's why this is used by the business user. HCM spreadsheet data loader template are configured for specific use cases for the object. So it is nothing but so there are Oracle provided spreadsheet loader also available. Okay, we can create our own brand new spreadsheet loader also, but it is specific to the specific case. Okay, as I mentioned, if you want to do the global transfer, we will create a new template for spreadsheet loader for global transfer. If you're going to do the any promotion, we will create a new template for the promotion. Like that, we can create our own cases. HCM spreadsheet data loader templates are subject to the data security. We can provide apply the data security to the spreadsheet loader also. As I mentioned, the example is if UK HR is going to do some promotion, in the sense the data security is enabled, in the sense UK HR person can able to see the UK related employee and do the required transaction. He cannot able to see other individual related information. So it is related to the security also. This is how it should be. As I mentioned, spreadsheet data loader upload is 19,999 spreadsheet row single row. That means we have a limitation in the rows, right? So that's why we can load up to 19,999 the record in a single load. This is the difference between the spreadsheet loader and the data loader. Any question on the spreadsheet loader, data loader?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. So coming to the supported key. Before going into the supported key, let me explain what is the navigation, how the HDL loader object is look like. Okay, this is the home page. So we'll go to the data exchange. Okay, this is the tile that you have to use. We have a number of navigations. We can go here. There will be data exchange something here also. I'm not aware of this navigation. Basically, I use under the my client and data exchange. So let me explain from here itself. The data exchange, you have all the technical related components here. So HCM data loader is our first technical object, and under bottom below that one we have a HCM spreadsheet loader. Okay, this one we will cover in the next session. Now we are going to see the HCM data loader. So under the HCM data loader we are having this many tasks. Okay, task we are having it. So the first task we should aware of it is view object, view business object. Okay, so in HCM, we on this page we will come to know what are the business objects are supported by the HDL loader. So if you want to load any data, in the sense you have to come here, you have to identify whether that particular business object is available to upload or not. Okay, based on that only we can able to come to know whether you can able to build the HDL loader for any HCM related business object or not. This is the first thing. Okay, so next thing is, this is the product area. As I mentioned, HCM data loader is only related to HCM product, and this is the business object. Business object is nothing but the whatever the component we are going to load it. For example, I have shown you worker. This is one of the business object. Let's say absence. Under the options we have these many business objects like absence reason we can load, absence certification we can load, absence category, translation value also we can able to load, the absence entry in the sense we will record the absence entry in the sense we will capture the absence related information for the employee. So this is one of the business object. And payroll, let's take the payroll. We'll have a number of business objects related to the payroll. Okay, so we have to come here, we have to identify whether that whatever the business object you are going to upload using the HDL loader, you have to identify the exact business object here. Okay, so let's take job. So let's take job. This is a simple business object that easily you can able to understand. Okay, so you see, this is once you click the business object, you will have the screen like this one. So in this left hand side you can able to see what are the parent and the child objects are there. Okay, suppose if you are going to add the valid business object, job valid grade, in the sense you have to pass the parent information also in your DAC file. Okay, this is how the parent and child relationship will be built. Okay, so as I mentioned, there is a blue color circle, small circle is there. Wherever you see that kind of information, that means it is mandatory for that particular business object. Okay, we have to pass that value. We call it as metadata. Okay, each one is, we call it as metadata. So component detail, you can see what we have to concentrate here. In the sense, first thing you have to concentrate on the file name. Okay, so you have to create the dat file in this particular name only, then only the HDL engine will identify and process it. Another one is file discriminator. So this is one of the key information that we have to pass inside the dat file. Okay, so I will show all this information here. So after that, come here, and there is the attribute. So what are the attributes that we can able to upload or create? In the sense, all these are listed down here. Okay, these many attributes only we can able to make use in the dat file. So as I mentioned, here this is another way to identify the required columns. Okay, you can see this is a name, this is a label, and this is the length. What is the length that we can able to pass? Then we have a keys. Okay, key type. So this is the key type, one of the important thing that you have to aware of it. Okay, after that, integration key supported or not, and integration object name, then user keys, and whether it is it will have three information: no, yes, and new record. Okay, so if you are going to create brand new, in the sense you have to make use of all the attribute which is mentioned it as for new report. Okay, wherever you see for new report, for new record, you have to make use of all these attribute. Okay, after that you have some mandatory that you that the system is marked as yes. Okay, so you have to pass these things. So this is if any lookup is enabled for any of the attribute in the sense, the lookup name will be listed down here. You can make use of that name and go to the lookup and identify what value you have to pass. Okay, this is another thing. So after that, if any of the business object is DFF enabled in the sense, you can able to see DFF related information here. Okay, this is the thing. The audit report. So to add it in, if you have any audit is enabled, you can make use of this one. So as I mentioned, we have get into this business object and saw what are the information available, how we can make use of them. Another way is if you are beginner and if you are going to learn it from the scratch, in the sense we have to download the dat file. So you can see this is how we will get the dat file. The template file is there, right? We will download here. The dat file will get downloaded here. Okay. The file will be look like this. This is the metadata. So you have seen, right? We have 5 objects available inside this business object: job, job evaluation, job extra information, job legislation extra information, job valid grade. So all these metadata will get downloaded here. Okay. Uh, Next thing, file name I have shown you. File discriminator I told you, right? File discriminator in the sense, this is called file discriminator. We have to give the exact name what they have mentioned here in this job discriminator, file discriminator. So by default it will come, so we can make use of that one. Okay, so this is called metadata. So what are the fields are available, or what are the fields are going to support in the HDL loader listed down, that is called metadata. So it is full list. Okay, we are not going to make use of all the attributes for uploading or creating any object. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have to identify what are the attributes are required. So we can do two kind of activity in the HDL loader. One is you can create a brand new record, or you can able to update the existing record. Okay, based on the new record, in the sense you can see for new record, these are all the attributes required. Suppose if we are going to create the new record, along with that one we have to pass the mandate. So these are the mandate. Okay, this is for creating a new record. In case you are going to update, in the sense, then what you are going to update, what detail you are going to update, in the sense you have to identify in those attributes. Along with that one you have to make use of mandatory attributes. Okay, this is how we will identify. So once we download the template, we have to remove unnecessary attribute or unnecessary metadata which you are not going to use in the data loader. Okay, so we have to find it out like this. So this is how the business object will be look like. This is how we will identify which attribute is mandatory based on the action that we are going to perform, like a delete, update, or create. Okay, this is the thing. And the one more thing on this one is, so this is the template. After that, so last refresh date is there, right? It will, these all the business objects are getting refreshed in some frequent gap. Okay, this is there is a backend process will run that one, update the object. Okay, because we have a quarterly upgrade activity which will be released by Oracle team. Okay, suppose any of the business objects are impacted, in the sense that backend process will take care of it and update the record attribute here. So we are not going to do anything. So the system itself will refresh all business object, and the refreshed date we can able to see here. Okay, this is the latest refresh date. Then we have a load order. So suppose what you say, there are n number of objects, business objects are there. Okay, so we don't know which one we have to process first, and this, or what is the sequence of processing the object, and all. So that kind of things we don't want to worry about it, because each object, business object, is having a load order. Okay, so if you're going to load more than one business object, in the sense, based on this order, the system itself identify which object needs to be loaded first, and after that what will come. Like that, with the based on the data load order, the system will identify and process the right object and the right sequence. That's how it will be. After that, the spreadsheet loader is available or not. You can see standard spreadsheet also available for all this activity. Suppose if any business HR person is asking, let us handle the new job creation, give the access, in the sense, you can directly give the spreadsheet loader to that HR person. So you can guide them how the spreadsheet loader will work. Then after that, they will make use of the spreadsheet loader to create or update of a job related object. So we can able to see which object is supported by the spreadsheet loader. So rollback is supported or not, we can able to make sure here. And the bulk loading is secured also supported or not, you can able to make use of this information. This is how it will be.